It was started 9 years ago, standing for Accessible Community Transport Southside. It was started really by community activists and people with disabilities in the area because of the frustration that there was no accessible transport really that they could rely on. People had difficulties using wheelchair taxis or getting to public transport.
Normal taxis were just normal cars, so you just had to physically transfer, and I was unable to do that because of being in 2 accidents.
People with in wheelchairs, people with disabilities, they have to plan their transport all the time, and they need to also plan the return. So, you know, people had a lot of frustrations. Maybe they got a journey out, maybe with a taxi, but couldn't get the journey back, and all kinds of horror stories there at that time, and a lot of frustration.
The good thing about access, they always ask, when are you returning?
We provide door-to-door accessible transport to people with disabilities, people with limited mobility. Three-quarters of our membership are people in wheelchairs, who have all kinds of wheelchairs, from manual chairs to power chairs. And therefore the buses are specially adapted and have a lift on the rear and can therefore cope with any size of chair.
Because of the lift access and the low floor for a number of our members who have very limited mobility, it is a fantastic service. If we didn't have the ACT service, these people unfortunately wouldn't be able to come into the day centre, wouldn't be able to be basically socially included. They would remain within their 4 walls at home.
I first heard of ACT during my attendance at school, at the Naval Islands School in Sandymat. I first availed of them once or twice a week to go out with my friends. I now am a business and entrepreneurship student in IIT, and I avail of them 5 days a week.
We use ACT a lot as much as we can get them because they're a lot cheaper than mainstream bus companies, and we find it very reliable, and they've actually been a sort of integral part of our youth project and the operations of running our groups over the last few years. So ACTs to us are really, I suppose, in a way, part of the lifeblood of the youth project that we have going on at the moment.
I can see how much it means to people to now have this service in place, and we can see and we hear from people how they use the service, why they use it, and how much it means to them. And also I can see from our drivers, they get a lot of value out of the kind of work because it's a strong social interaction with people.
My usual routine is to take people to work in the mornings, maybe take people to college. Okay. You know, in and out of that. That's mainly the routine that we would do. We take a lot of women to daycare centres, so you know, that sort of thing.
Do you enjoy the trips besides getting A to B?
Yes. The drives are very pleasant.
And do you tend to have the same driver each time? Or?
Yeah, most times it would be the same drivers.
It's important for the people who use the service because it creates their sense of independence and sense of own well-being, and improves their quality of life greatly. And we can see that, and we know that from the way people experience the service and respond, give us feedback all the time. It's a service encouraging people to live their own life to the full and not to be worrying about how they might get back or how they'll even get out of the house at times.
Would mean that it improves vastly the quality of life of older people, enabling them to come into the day centre and in a sense empowering them. It's an extremely safe service, it's door to door, and something they themselves are very comfortable with, especially as people get older and have a lot of concerns.
The challenges we face at the moment are coping with the cutback of about 30,000 of our funding for this year, which therefore forces us to, for the first time, to do some fundraising, organising flag days, seeking sponsorship from people doing the marathon or the mini marathon, doing raffles. We did a little bit of it last year, and we have to increase that this year, and we'd welcome any help we can get with those activities when we put the call out there.
My life is a full life only because ACT exists.